Hi Gemini, and welcome to a new era. My name is Emma, and Gemini means tvilling in Swedish. I am Swedish, and therefore I will go a bit back and forth with the Swedish words to maybe explain some of the English words that I'm using if I feel like it needs some clarification. I think you guys are fine. Swedes are awesome at English, but every once in a while I get a hint that I maybe should explain this word, and then I will. I don't use the tarot cards. I don't do the normal tarot reading. And actually, I want to explain that I'm not heavy into the astrology signs either, which is crazy since I'm here talking to you Geminis with the cards. Only I'm into it as long as it's inspirational, uplifting, helping you in whatever you want to create right now. It's a good thing to know that it's a full moon, but if the full moon hinders what you're about to do, then I don't want to use bad words, then just don't care about the full moon. Just as long as it's not like blocking you, or that you're using the full moon as an excuse for not like making things happen or whatever. If the full moon is there and you're like, I'm on fire when it's full moon, then by all means use the full moon. The same thing with the cards. Just because I said so doesn't mean that it's true. If it resonates with you and it works for you this time, awesome, then use it. If it doesn't, then listen to the other half. Listen next week. Go find something else for that week that resonates more with you. So important. Just keep your power. It's you who hold the truth to whatever's going on with you. Important. What else? Nothing else. What is up with Gemini? What can we help the Geminis with this week? What are they needing to hear the most right now? And I'm trying to be as blank as a blank from last week to give you the best message. Okay, so this is you guys right now. Wow, the owl. The owl to me is the owl to me has X-ray vision. Like the owl sees everything. It sees everything like in 360 degrees. It's like, I can't do it. But they're like, they see everything. They know everything. They see everything. They're the wisest bird ever. They're just smart. They're just clever. They're just majestic and wise. They're just sitting there being, just being wise. That's you guys. That's the Gemini energy right now. You're just sitting there being wise. You know things. You have a deep knowing. It's something like yeah, okay. So it can, I wanted to say that it can go two ways, but it can't really go two ways. So it is going two ways, and it can be interpreted as either you have something, you know something, like you're sitting on something that you know that maybe one or at most two people know about, and the rest has no clue. And you're pretty comfortable in that silence, like in that knowing, and that and the knowing that no one else's know. It's fine for you for this moment. It's also a place, it feels like for the Gemini right now, it's also a place where you feel rather, you're starting to come into your, I know, and like I said, I try not to get too involved in past readings, because I don't think it's conducive to, like, what is conducive? Det är inte hjälpsamt, det är inte lönsamt att du vet vad som har pågått förut. It's not helpful for you guys to stay in that same energy, and therefore I try to be as clean as I can. But I feel like it has been a bit messy for Gemini lately. It has been a bit of a tough road for you guys, and it feels now that you are coming home. You're coming into yourself. It's like, yes, that one thing down, good. On to the next thing. Yes, this is starting to work out. Okay, there's another it's still a bit rocky. It's still a bit uncertain. It's still a bit, and I don't want to shake you or not give you inspiration here. I just want to say you come from a quite heavy energy, and it's been quite tough for you guys. And this week it feels like it's starting to fall into place. You're starting to fall into place, and it's like you have this inner, deeper knowing, and it's like you have your conversations with people, like you see people, you meet people. It's not like you don't want to go out or anything. It's just it feels like if no one would bother you, if you can just stay in by yourself with a cup of coffee and just know things, like then you're cool. It's like I don't have to get out there and I don't have to know about stuff. Like leave me alone. Sort of I don't have to talk that much. I have to actually just be a bit silent and just take in what's going on here, and I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Gemini is getting stable, or at least stabler. That's the word. Look at this owl. It's gorgeous. The owl card. What else is going on with the Gemini? Is there somebody that they need to get some advice on, guidance on? I shouldn't interfere. I should just... What do Geminis need to hear most right now? Okay. Know that your kids are fine. There's something for you guys where you're not too sure about like how your kids are doing. I want some clarification on this. I want to start out with saying that your kids are fine. They're all protected. It's like if something happened, maybe you were a bit moody, or you maybe... I play up a scenario. Like maybe you didn't sleep all that well, or something was bothering you, and whatever. And then your children or child has sort of come in the way, and you sort of lashed out at them a tiny bit. And they got upset about it. They were a bit hurt about it, but they're fine. Know that they're fine. Know that they know that this is not you. Like this is something else talking. And of course it's good to say you're sorry or apologize or whatever, and just feel really connected to your children. Like, yes. Can I get some clarification around the kids? Okay. Two almost, like I want to show you guys, two almost identical cards. Only, okay, so two tigers. And here the child is on the bottom, and here it's on top. But it's like almost identical. And two things I want to say. One thing is, I feel like the child that I was talking about, like if you have concerns for them or if you're worried about them, they're sort of going to pick up your worry. And it's silly because your worry is about them if they're fine. And then they're going to feel like, what's up with mom or dad? Why are they acting the way they are? Should I be worried? And then they start to feel a bit not so sure. And then you wonder what's going on with them. And it's like, and it's a bad cycle. let it go. Like your child, or children are great. They're doing great. They're doing fine. And the more you see them as if they're doing fine, or as they actually are doing fine, that's the energy that you're going to start to project to them. And then they'll feel like mom and dad are cool, so therefore I'm cool. Number 2, for some of you Geminis out there, there is a separation. Like I see mom is living in one house and dad in the other, or mom. Anyway, the parents has split. And so there's an every other week aspect of it going on, however that applies to you. They're staying at your house for a certain amount of time, and then they go to the other parent's house for a certain amount of time. And there is some sort of competition going on around your child or children. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the competition is. And I want you to feel that it's nothing to compete about. Whatever conflict or whatever little, I want to tell you that that is not big at all. This is not huge at all. But there's little nudges, little grudges that sort of doesn't serve you to have active. And as soon as something a little bit bigger happens, then it sort of can blow up a bit. And so therefore this small thing is good to just solve and just let go a bit. And there's something that you are in competition with the other parent that needs not to be there. And it's something where you feel like you're not enough. Like, for instance, if the other parent has, I can't think of anything. If the other parent has a more awesome car, so they get to drive in the more awesome car when they go places, and you have a whatever car. If the other parent has, they can give the child more. If they get more toys when they're there, if they get more money when they're there, if they go different, like, I'm going to Euro Disney with mom or dad. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna have coffee out on the lawn. That's fun too. Like, it feels a bit like, put in whatever works for you. It feels a bit like you feel like you're not enough, or that you can't give enough. And I want to stress that it's not about that. Like, your child would choose, and it's not about choosing, just don't get me wrong here. But I will say this, your child would choose you 100 times over the other parent if you're authentic, true, and connected. And it has nothing to do with the other stuff. It can look like it has to do with other stuff. I actually tell you a short story. My son, who's now 18, he has a dear friend who lives with his father because he says that his dad has better internet connection. his better speed at his dad's house. And so therefore he doesn't want to live with his mom. I don't think that's the full story. But I know that are you serious? You're going to choose like good internet over me, over not living with your mom. And it sounds like that's what's going on. I don't think that's the full truth. So I know how kids can be today. But this is like, if there's something where you feel like you're not up, like you don't speak on the same level, like you can't bring things on the same level. Let your child be happy as a clown that whatever is going on with mom or dad on the other side, that they get that there. That's great. Awesome for you. And don't give them any like, oh, that's good. They pick that up. From a mile away, they pick that up. So try your best to just be happy for them, truly happy for them. And then know that it's enough. You're enough. You're enough. Okay? Do we need something more around this? Your kids are fine. It's awesome that they get great things at mom or dad. Another child. It's all about kids this week, and it's all either you've been in baby thoughts, like having another baby, or there's a baby on the way. Maybe you've been wondering if you're pregnant, if you tried to get pregnant for the past couple of months, you wonder if the baby's ever gonna come. And I know it's a bit of a blur right now. If you have tried for some time, know that your baby is coming. It's on its way. It's something. It's a bit of a like it's a feeling that, well, you're talking to the wrong Gemini here, because I have removed my uterus and my tubes were shut long ago. Or you're talking to the wrong Gemini here. I'm sterilized, so there won't be any more kids. You picked that up wrong. And then I will tell you that I have no idea how it's gonna come around, or how it's gonna come about, or what is gonna happen. But there is a baby on the way, and so like the card is called an angel of miracles, and it's like, I want you to expect a miracle. It's not gonna happen the traditional way. And if you feel like my train has gone and passed and gone again, the ship has sailed, and I want to tell you, the ship is here. The ship is here. And even though it looks a bit like, well, it's 1 in a million, well, all you need is one, right? So the baby thing will happen, and they're full force, and they're just waiting for the perfect timing. Whether it's for you guys in your relationship to sort things out, or you to feel more stable, or if you're single right now, or whatever is going on in your personal situation, know that if you want a baby, or is trying to get pregnant, or are pregnant and are fearful that it's gonna like last to the end, don't like drop your fears, because there is a baby on the way. There is a baby on the way. If I have a small inkling of remembrance, I think this baby has made its way through for the Gemini a few weeks ago, if I'm correct. Somebody's out there with a strong intention to want to know this. Your baby's coming. That's it for this week. I'm over time. I'm trying to do 15 minutes as much as I can, and I fail every week. From next week, hopefully, I will start to do the extended videos where I go deeper into each issue and just look more into what I can deliver, and the goodies that can come out of just more time. I hope you like what you heard. Please subscribe if you haven't, and share it with your friends as much as you want. Have an awesome week. Bye.